Right, let's get this show on the road, as it were. Um, right, what was we going to do? We're adding thermal load to our starship when it drops too close to a star or a stellar body like that. And we've also updated an exposed variable now, so we can use the same blueprint and we can just alter the thermal load to make the star hotter, colder, all that kind of stuff. So now that we've initialized the thermal load and we've started calculating it, let's just make sure all that still works. Because I was having a little drinky poos when I wrote it all last night, so we're at this morning. Now we're all coffee and whatnot, so let's just initialize a cheeky little cruise warp. I do love that little warp effect that I got going there, and we'll just kind of head right towards this stellar body here. That's good coffee. There we
Tactical
go.
Warp Engage.
Yeah, we'll just disengage that. I'll have to change that sound effect at some point. Right, let's, again, stick all the power to the engines like last time.
Diverting power to engines.
We'll just cruise around the Corona like we used to do in Elite Dangerous. There we go, now our thermal load's starting to go up. And you'll love to see it. Right, okay, that's good. So now what we need to do is start applying that as damage to the ship, because at the moment we just say, like, once it gets above 100, destroy the ship. So we want to have this as applying damage to the ship based on whether or not our shields are up or down, because it's thermal load, so it's going to go through the shield and damage, put past some damage through to the hull anyway. But we also want to, if the shields are up, we want to be able to apply damage to the shields as well. So we'll do another function, and we'll call this apply thermal damage to flare. And for this, we're going to need some variables. So let's come out of here a second, go back into this one. And I want this, do I want this index or this value? Take that, well actually take that value I think, because it's going to be easier to work with. So let's add a new parameter, and we'll call this thermal damage. And we'll make it a float. Lovely stuff. Then we should be able to bring this out. And take thermal damage and add that as an input pin. No, I'm going to have to add it on the actual thing. Okay. Right, sweet. Never mind. So that might be a quicker shortcut. So we'll do incoming thermal damage. And got reference I play a pawn. It's not being promoted to a variable. Is that getting done? Yeah, it gets done on the overlap here, which sets our flying pawn in the parent class, master class, whatever you want to call it. So we should be able to just get as flying pawn. There we go. Okay. So from that, we want to get shield strength. And we'll get hull integrity. Okay. So if this is greater than 0, then what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this damage and pass it through to the shields. So if that's greater than 0, what we're going to do is we're going to get our shield strength again. And we're going to minus a value from that. And then from here, we will set shield strength. There we go. So we'll do that and do that. And now I'm going to decide how much of the damage I want the shield to absorb. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll divide it by 4. It pisses me off that you can't just type the number you want to divide in there. It's so much easier. We'll divide that by 4. No, not fucking 40. There we go. So our income damage is going to be divided by 4. And then this is going to be the resultant hull integrity loss. So we'll do that first. And then we can set our hull integrity to that value. Like so. I'm gonna actually, you know what, I'm gonna neaten this up a little bit. So let's whack a reroute node in here. Move you up there. You can go up. No, actually, yeah. Ah. Right. We'll move this along to here. Drop that down a scotch. Because sure, you love to see it. So let's move you guys down a little bit so we can move you back. And we'll have this down here. So we can set our new hull integrity up there. Let's move that along a bit and stick these in here. Actually, no, because I want to use that one again. Right, so I'm just getting a bit organized. There we go. So we can divide that by 4, which will give us 25% of whatever that value is. And we're going to set that to our hull integrity. And then we're going to take that result again and multiply it by 3 this time. And that's how much we're going to deal to the shields. Tuck that up in there. Get a little reroute node. We can move that up a bit. Sweet. I'll move you up as well. Just trying to make it look as neat and easy to follow as I can. And we'll stick another one just in here, just to make sure we got no, well, not no crossing lines, but as few crossing lines as possible, really. Right, so run step through that now. So we're going to take some incoming damage. We're going to see if our shield strength is greater than 0. If it is, we're going to take our shield strength and we're going to take our incoming damage. We're going to divide the incoming damage by 4, multiply it by 3 to give us 75% of the damage. And we'll take that from our shield strength and set our shield strength to that value. And then we'll do the same again with the hull integrity, but we'll use the original quarter value there to do that. So if we are not, if our shields aren't above that value, then we just want to do straight up damage, send everything to yeah, okay. I I literally don't have time to go look at any photos. Okay, so, what was I doing again? Oh, that was it. It was applying it straight to the shield. So we're gonna once again get our hull integrity and our miners. We'll plug our current hull integrity value into here. That is still hull integrity, isn't it? Yeah. And then we'll come off this one and reroute it around. We'll do another reroute. And I'll go right into there. We'll take that input from there. Now we need to connect that up to the false. Like so. Right. So now we're going to take any incoming damage. We're going to take a third, three quarters of it from our shields if they're up, and deal a quarter to our hull integrity. If not, we're going to just deal all the damage straight through to our hull integrity. So let's save everything, because Unreal can be quite crash happy, although fingers crossed, hasn't done it for a while. And let's go on, head on over and see if that thermal damage actually takes place. So let's click in so we can move around a bit. Get over here, we'll put ourselves into cruise warp. Oh, I need to add a new thing to my list of things to do. Set the toggle for the cruise warp. But that's not part of the current set of objectives, so we'll leave that for now. Oh, that's good comment.
Tactical warp engage.
There we go. I'll crank all the power
Diverting
into the
power
engines
to
that we got.
engines.
Do a nice little dolphin dive. Zoom. Oh wait, hang on a minute, that's not gonna work. Oh yeah, we've created the function, we're not calling it. Okay, so I'll get rid of destroy ship. And we'll get rid of the greater than 100. We'll just go straight into the print string and the incoming damage. Oh no, that's the no, we don't want the new thermal level. We still, well, we do for the print string, but we want the thermal damage for that bit. And we don't need this reference to the player vessel anymore. And that should be good. Well, I suppose if I wanted to, I could add that there. Add it to the input. There we go. Then get rid of that. We don't need it on the output. We'll just connect that into those. Like that. And then into that. And we'll just move that along over there. Move that along over there. And then we can add the return node. Just in case we want to use anything later. So let's go back into this. We will take the player vessel now, put it into flying pawn. quickly add in some reroutes just to keep it nice and tidy. That'll do. And that's really annoying me that it says flying pawn 1, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'll put it that. Sweet. So we're going to get our reference in here and we'll just pass it through once we're done. So let's go back to the event graph, and our timer is taking place every second. So let's go warp on over there. Oh, incoming transmission.
Tactical warp engage.
Okay, there we go. So, again, power to
Diverting power
engines.
to engines.
Let's get right up in its guts. Kind of like flying off to the side of it though, just so you can see the silhouette of the ship a bit better because the star's kind of bright. Right, so we should start seeing damage to shields and hull. But we are not. I wonder why that is. Right, instead of print stringing the thermal level, let's print string the thermal damage. Cruise warp. I am. Well, that warps over. I'm going to pee pee.
Tactical warp engage.
Okay, so I think we found our problem. It's turning a value of 0 for some reason. Let's get up close and see if that changes it. Set the power to the engine so we can move
Diverting
a bit faster.
power to engines.
There we go. Yeah, that's definitely not going up, is it? Okay, let's investigate. So, oh, we never plugged this in. Dumbass. Oh, what a fool. There we go. Now it should work. God, I always do something stupid like that. I get the odd parts done and fuck up the easy bits. Right, let's warp on over yet again. I have to adjust my course slightly.
Tactical warp engage.
There we go. Okay, so full power to
Diverting power to
engines.
engines.
There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Got some damage coming through. For some reason. Oh, because...
Shields raised.
There we go. There we go. Our shields are valiantly trying to protect us. And shield's taking more and more of the damage. But I think we are getting a little, I don't know. Flying straight at the dead center of it at full speed. Can it kill us before we hit it, is the question. I don't know, we might hit it. Oh, yeah, we hit it. So, let's take our initial value here. And we will multiply it by a float. Let's try 3. Sweet, right, let's get over there. And then once we
Diverting power to engines.
have, whatchamacallit, what was I going to say? Yeah, once we've confirmed, did I just come out of Cruise Warp?
Tactical warp engage.
Oh, it's because I divert power to the engines. I'll have to fix that. I have to go and add a clause to see if the ship's warping. And
Tactical warp engage.
there we go.
Diverting power to engines.
Now we can divert power to engines. There we go. We'll just fly, fly full tilt at it. Oh, now we're taking some damage.
Shields raised.
Ooh, look at it go. She's chewing through those shields. If I divert... Oh no, I want to go not full tilt on the thing. See how close I can get before we splode. And there we go, now it's really eating through the hull. And boom, we explode. Okay, good. A few things we need to take care of. Event graph. So we only want to be doing it if the shields are up. So shields, get shields raised. So instead of shield strength being greater than 0, well, no, we want that. Well, yeah, we want and. Are the shields up? And are they greater than 0? That is true. We're going to deal the damage right through to the shields and the hull. And if the shields are down or they're not above 0%, then we can go through. So are our shields up? Yes. And is the strength greater than 0? Yes. Let's move that along a bit actually so we can use that pin there. Okay, and we can actually move those along and use the same pin now. There we go. So our shields raised and are they greater than 0? Yes, then we can deal damage to the shields and the hull. If they're down, if they're below 0, we're going to just go straight through to the hull. Now, also we need to do a bit of housekeeping. And so where are we doing this? Ah, here we go. So we're going to cast our shield. We're setting our shield strength here. Find the under attack noise. And if shield strength goes that, we want to trigger this. So let's have the custom event in here. Now custom event. Set drop shields. And that will trigger the HUD event to drop the shields, which will do all the bits, but then it'll set the shields online, offline, it'll set the shields raised to false, and it will take care of all the HUD stuff and visually demonstrate the shields going down. Okay, a couple of the things I want to do first before I test that. So we're going to go back into this one, go back to the event graph. I'll create a new function. Play warnings. And we want the as flying pawn. Add that to this. No, not that to this. There we go. Do we really need that on the return node? I don't. We'll have it on the output for now. I'll just keep that. So we're going to get shield strength, and we'll get a select sound. That into there, and then we can do shields below 25. Do shields below 50 and below 75. And we're going to divide this by 25. That's shield strength's 100, so if we do 100 divided by 25, don't know why I did that with the clicks, we get 4. Obviously. And then if we do 75 divided by 25, we get 3. So we want to, if it's, say, if our shield strength is 50, divide that by 25 equals 2. So we want to get this index, and we'll truncate, and that value, no, no, wrong one. Let's do something odd, like 98 divided by 25 equals 3.92, so that would be 4. Okay, let's adjust this a little bit. So in 4, we will have a new one, because it's not till we hit 76 divided by 25 equals 3. So we'll truncate that, and that'll truncate to 3, which should then give us this one. Actually, that's to text this. So rounding mode. So 0.1 becomes 1. Yeah, that is what we want, isn't it, I think? Value which is further from the 0 in scale becomes a larger value. So yeah, so do from 0. And then let's just actually, for now, we'll print string it. Print text, whatever. We'll stick that in there. That in there. We'll put that up there. And then we'll just go into this one real quick and bypass that print string so we're not confused. Right. Well, I'm gonna have to go make me another coffee in a minute. Gonna have to be done. I'll start a cruise warp over there. Should be able to go now. Get started on that.
Tactical warp engaged.
Okay. And you know what? Oh, done it again. Bloody done it again. Play warnings. That's our target. Okay. I just set up a new level where I can spawn closer to this damn thing I spent so much time flying over there. Right, that's one coffee. Okay, do this again. Ooh, I need to disable engine management, power management while at warp.
Tactical warp engaged.
Yeah. Okay, so we're, oh god, shields up.
Shields raised.
So shouldn't. So now it's below 75. It's gone to 2. Below 50 is 1 point. That's going to 1.9. Okay. Right. Let's see what's happening here. Divide by 25. Maximum fractional digits. 0. And then to int. Int. I can't make that an int. Okay. So let's not do that, and we'll just do. Is there a round function? Round, yes, there we go. And then we'll convert that to text and print string it. Okay, let's try that again. We're getting there. There we go, let's just line her up. Let her rip.
Tactical warp engaged.
I need to change that as well. Hang on, I'll add that to my list. Add emergency warp disengage warning. Let's do this growing instead of shrinking. Okay, so shields online.
Shields raised.
So it's still 4, and it should stay as 4 until it drops below 75. Then we can use that index to determine which warning to play. Shrimples. Okay, so we're definitely below. Oh, see, now it's rounding it to 2. What when we go below 50? It's still 2. Okay, that's interesting. Round. There must be a way. If we truncate rounds A towards 0, usually 1.6 becomes 1. That's what we want. And you know what? Instead of journeying her, no, because that won't work. It's based on distance, isn't it? So I've got to go over there. God damn it. Okay. So now.
Shields raised.
Oh god. Got a bit off course there.
Tactical warp engaged.
There we go. Let's get Ash. Oh no, we got our shields online already.
Diverting power to engines.
Right, so 3 seems to be above 75 so far, so that's good. That's what we want. So once it goes below 75, that should change to 2. Yep. And now when it goes below 50, goes to 1. Just make sure. Oh, my shields are still going into the negatives. Oh, because I didn't do that call, did I? Event graph. Set it up in the player. Set drop shields. I didn't actually do a check for it. So yeah, let's work a branch in here. This is getting very ugly. Shields raised, yes. Hang on a minute. And we're doing this. Is shield strength greater than 0? Shield raised, yes. Sorry, shield strength less than or equal to 0. So let's grab this and. Add that. Add that. So, if our shields are currently up, but their shield strength is less than or equal to 0, we want to lower the shields. Oh, this is getting messy. Let's move that to there. So the shield's up and less than or equal to 0. Yes, we'll do this. If not, carry on as normal. So that's going to say, oh, our shields raised. So if the shields are not raised, it's going to skip this and go all the way down this line. If they are raised, it's going to first make sure that the value's above 0. If it is, we're going to get another reference to this guy. Yeah. Set shield strength to 0. And what was it we called our event? Set drop shields. Set drop shields. There we go. These back again. Okay. So, our shield's up and less than or equal to 0. No, skip it. Is shield strength less than or equal to 0? Yes, but then the shields aren't raised. Skip it. So we're gonna set drop shields, and then we need to join back down in on this one, I think, because our shield's no longer up. So there we go. Let's add that node and take it back over here. And we can plug that into there. So let's add another node. That can go there. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just adding nodes. Yeah, there we go. That's something like that. That's what I was going for. I just want to make it easier to see. I'll follow the things. So we're going to take some damage. Are our shields up? Yes. Are they less than or equal to 0? No. Carry on. So are our shields up? Yes. Are they greater than 0? Yes. Do some damage? No. Then do this one. Okay. So now we're going to play warnings. We know our values here, so we can bring that along. And we can put that in there. Oh yeah, we need that wildcard. Die. And for this one, we'll set another timer by event, actually. Let's just do a do once. This whole thing fires off every second, so we only want to do this. We don't play the sound every fucking second. So we'll do that once, and then we'll add a delay. 10 seconds. And then we can plug that into the reset. And then that can loop like so. So every 10 seconds or so, it's going to check the shield values and whatnot and play the warning related to it. So I can go back in here now and set these up. So we know we don't want anything in option 4, don't want anything in option 2, 3. We want it in 2, 1, and 25. Well, actually, you know, we can have something in. Let's get some more. Let's get some more voices. Just pop that up as well. There we go. Make that a bit smaller. And we want Stacy. Where are you, Stacy? Stacy Weston. Here we go. We got some I've already put in here. So let's just add the emergency warp disengage one first. So let's preview that.
Proximity alert. Emergency warp disengage. Warning.
Let's take the warning part. We'll whack that on the start.
Warning. Proximity alert. Emergency warp disengage.
That'll do, love. Alright, scrap Audacity because I can't be arsed with fucking around with the MP3s and shit, so we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I say old-fashioned way, the way I do shit.
Warning. Proximity alert. Emergency warp disengage.
There we go. So let's do that. We'll grab this, this, Control-Shift-E it, SFX, warning, warp disengage. Sweet. And we also want one for warning all temperature rising. Try that one. Preview.
Warning. Hull temperature rising.
You're lovely. You know you love it. You love to see it. So let's grab that. Boop. Boop.
Warning. Hull temperature rising.
And we'll grab you. Get rid of that. Stop this. Do that. Delete this. Export that. SFX warning. Hull temp. Right then, back to Unreal. Oh god, I just did it again, didn't I? I loaded up bloody VLC. I do it all the time. Close that. Alright, back to you. Into the sound. Okay, so import game or sound. Okay, so desktop, SFX, warning, hull temp, and disengage. Open. And they're going to have to be buffed up a bit. Save that. I should have clicked the file to use as a template, but never mind. There we go. So instead of body, we're going to do this. I'm going to play sound 2D. Disengage. Sweet. So now that's gonna, when we drop out, it's gonna play that sound. And then flying corn. We want, where's our cruise warp? That's torpedoes. Where's the cruise warp set? Ah, here it is. Okay, so we want to get rid of that. Actually, we could do another select here, couldn't we? So select. And how are we going to choose from this? We could do a variable relay. Cruise warp disengage SFX. Okay, and in 0 we'll have disengage. And actually we'll put that in 1. Disengage. And in 0 we will have nothing. You know what, actually, can't be asked. We'll just bypass it. That'll do. Let's tidy this up a little bit. There we go. Lovely stuff. So now that's the stuff. Right, let's get on out of here. Going over to the star.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage.
Okay, sweet. So let's go back to our star now. In here, option 4. And whole temperature. And then 3 is going to be anywhere between 100 and 75%. So let's get another thing here, like warning, thermal damage detected.
Warning, thermal damage detected.
Okay, let's get that again, so record it.
Warning, thermal damage detected.
There we go.
Warning, thermal damage detected.
Let's get that exported. SFX, warning, thermal damage. Take that down. Nope, we actually do want you. Get that, hit that. Let's import SFX, warning, thermal damage. Yes. So we go back to star. We can do that. What? There's a thermal damage. There we go. It would probably been quicker just to get it from the drop down. But okay, so let's see how that pans out. I'm gonna add a warp disengage effect as well, I think.
Warning, proximity alert. Warning, emergency warp temperature disengage. Rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields raised. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, thermal damage detected. Shields below 75%. Warning, shield strength below 50%.
Okay, so I've noticed a problem here. We're doing it entirely based off shield strength. So I think what we need to do is have one that runs off the hull integrity too. But what I am going to do is just quickly jump back into this. I'm going to drop that. We'll keep that at 10. But we'll also add a 5-second delay here. Okay, I'm going to pop to the bathroom. Okay. So, apply thermal damage to the player. This is only triggering off the shield, so we don't really need the other pins. So we'll remove option pin. Remove option pin. That will make sure it only ever plays the shield warnings. And then what we can do off that is get hull integrity. We'll do the exact same thing. And this one we want thermal damage. Oh no, hull temperature rising. And we'll do thermal damage. Actually, let's do another pin. Thermal damage. Hull temperature rising. Thermal damage. Hull integrity. What did I call it? Oh, I'm sure there was one. It's like unintegrity compromised. Right, that's no worries. We can just record another one. So that's going to be from 100 to 75. No. That's going to be 100. That's going to be 100 and between 175. Between 75 and 50. That's below 50 and 25. That's below 25. So we want another warning. Oh no. Damn it. Oh no. I opened the last session somehow. History. Recently closed windows. Oh, can I not restore my last session? Oh, damn it. I hate fucking closing that down. History. Oh, there's no restore previous session option. Just like control A all of these. Okay, don't matter. We will recently close windows. That one. Ah, I got it back. Oh, thank tits. We're getting 2 Firefoxes now. Right, okay. Stacy, there you go. Alright, so warning, hull integrity compromised.
Warning, hull integrity compromised.
What am I doing? I'm getting all flustered, right?
Warning, hull integrity compromised.
There we go. So we can stop that. Delete, Control Shift D. SFX, warning, hull integrity. And we can just go grab that. Import to game/sound. SFX, warning, hull integrity. There we go. Back that up to 4. So, warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, thermal damage. Thermal damage. Integrity. Sweet. So now we've got our play warnings. So now we need to differentiate which one we're going to call. Can't both go into the... Okay, never mind. Why don't we flip, flop between the two? I'm just going to play shields. And return. Why is it doing that? Oh, I have this problem with functions sometimes. I don't know why I refresh them like that sometimes. Baffles me. I don't get it. But anyway, there we go. So it's going to do... Try and do a shields one. If that fails, it's going to do... Well, no, it's not if it fails. It's going to do... Actually, no, I'm going to swap those around. I think I could have probably just swapped the... I do things the backwards way sometimes. Okay, so let's give that a try. So let's hit the cruise warp.
Shields raised.
Get our shields up.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage. Warning, hull temperature rising.
Right, so let's go.
Diverting power to engines.
Let's go see if we can blow ourselves up.
Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, thermal damage detected. Shields down.
We don't want to flip-flop that, I don't think. Okay, let's add pins. Sound base object. And this is going to be field and then we'll have all and then we can get rid of those, return that value, abolish. So now we can go back to here. And after 5 seconds, we'll get play warnings. Well, no, we can leave that the way it is. And then let's move this across. To play sound 2D. Play sound 2D. And then another delay. Five seconds. Okay, so we're going to delay 5 seconds. We're going to play our shield sound. And we're going to wait another 5 seconds. We're going to play our... And then we're going to wait another 5 seconds. Okay. So let's warp on over there. Let's drop out of warp.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage. Diverting power to engines.
There we go.
Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields raised. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, shield strength below 50%. Warning, thermal damage detected. Shields down. Warning, shield strength below 25%. Warning, hull integrity compromised.
Okay, so let's tweak that a little bit. Play warnings. Integrity. Okay, so actually you don't need 0.1, just make it really small. Okay, so now we need a readout for it. So I'm gonna get this horizontal box here. Actually, the vertical, 3 vertical boxes. -10. There we go. Click into stuff now. So I gotta do the same for that as well. -10. Sweet. Okay, so we got our button box here. Right then. I'm gonna add a new horizontal box. This temperature box. Text. Go in there. And choose the credits font for it like everything else. 16. .5. 0.25. Next. Let's do 12. I want button box. There we go. Text. So let's get some padding on this. So we'll go 5 from the left, maybe. Yeah, that'll do nice. Okay, and we'll call this the temperature text. I'll do whole temp. And just for now, we'll do like 0. I want that little degrees thing. I don't know if this font supports it, so we'll have a look on the character map anyway. Oh, excuse me. That's the Tucker. Copy. Paste. C. Enter. And it does. Sweet. So, bam. Star. Actually, apply thermal damage to the player. It's in the load on distance, isn't it? So we're getting our thermal level. Setting the new thermal level. So let's get back to print stringing that. And then we got okay. As flying pawn, we're gonna get HUD. Going to get this as a variable. We will check that temperature. Get temperature text. Text. That text. I'm gonna format text. We'll do Control C. Turn that into an editable parameter. Then we'll do that. That's okay. So that should add our temperature when we're going away. And we'll do that here as well. So we'll get that disconnected. And we'll just compare those two values just to make sure they're correct. And then we can sequence. And that can go down there. We'll take the player vessel from there and update their HUD too. There we go. That's the stuff. Come on, let's see it work.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, thermal damage detected. Shields raised. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Shields below 75%. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, shield strength below 50%. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, shield strength below 25%. Shields down. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, shield strength below 25%. Warning, shield strength below 25%. Warning, shield strength below 50%.
Okay, okay, there's one thing I need to do here. Let's set in a branch. Let's move that along a bit further because we're going to need to get shields. Get shields raised. So I only want to do this if the shields are actually up. Actually, we'll move that one to there. That one can come down a bit. So let's move you back towards here. Nice. And then we'll get everything again. Shuffle it back along. And if that's false, we'll reroute around the shield node. Like so. I think we're going to want to adjust the incoming thermal damage down a little bit because 3 seems a bit aggressive. Let's try 2. That seems a bit more balanced. Okay, we need a new another thing. You know, I'm gonna put audacity. No, that yeah, audacity down here on the bar because warning, hull integrity critical. Scrap that.
Warning, hull integrity critical.
Sweet. Delete. Control Shift E. SFX. Warning. Hull critical. import that. Do SFX warning hull critical. Oh yes, I would like to use that as a template. Thank you very much. So we can do hull critical. And we'll do none for that. Hull temperature rising. Integrity. Hull integrity. Hull critical. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, let's fly on over.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage. Diverting power to engines. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields raised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields below 75%. Warning, hull integrity compromised.
High thermal damage. How are we gonna do? No, do none there. Event graph. Branch. That's false, go to there. It's true. Sound GD. Ooh, after pee. Oh dear. Actually, let's put that right back into there again. So we're going to add the thermal load. We'll do a branch here actually. Branch. It's false. Go to there. If it's true, play sound 2D. Full temperature. And want that be greater than 0. Oh yeah, that needs to go to there. So as long as our thermal levels going up or greater than 0, we're gonna do that. We're gonna wait 5 seconds. We play the warnings. Do that. We're gonna wait 5 seconds. Let's try 3, 3, and 5. I want to overload the player with warnings, but I want to be quite clear that this is stuff they should be paying attention to. Let's add some warp effects as well.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage. Diverting power to engines.
Okay.
Warning, hull temperature rising. 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 Temperature.
Okay. Oops. Let's not put that there. And then we'll do it there instead. Let's move this down a scotch so not getting them confused with the other ones. Okay, let's try that again. go.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage.
Let's
Diverting power to engine.
whack all power to the engines.
Warning, hull integrity compromised. Shields raised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields below 75%.
So option 3 is option 2 is below between 75 and 50. So option 3 should be between 100 and 75.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage. Diverting power to engines. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields raised. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields below 75%. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, shield strength below 50%. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, shield strength below 25%. Shields warning, down. Hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Diverting power to shield. Warning, hull integrity critical. Warning, hull temperature rising.
Okay, sweet. So when we're doing this, let's move that down to there. There we go. And what I'm going to do actually... Wait, is that right? E thermal level. Yeah. I'm going to take this. I'm going to multiply that. What? That goes into there. And then we're going to take that. I'm going to multiply it by 1.3. You set that as the temperature, so display. And we want to take this. I'm going to send it to text. To text. And we want minimum, maximum fractional digits is 0. If you want. You know what? Actually, we'll put it to 0. And now let's see if we can get like a warning noise. Ah, here we go. Why is it not playing? That's the one. Oh, which one was it though? That was it. Stop. Shift A. SFX warning alarm. Swing bada bada. Right. Let's go back to our sounds folder. And we'll import SFX warning alarm. Yes. Okay. So apply thermal damage to the plate. That's going to happen like every second though. So I don't really want to do it there. What we'll do is we'll do it here. So if we play warning. Actually, event graph. We'll do it before every play sound. So let's get all this. Move it across there. We'll do play sound 2D. Alarm. get our sounds. Right, sound. We'll do the alarm again. And then we'll do again here. Place, sound, 2D. I've got the alarm. No, not cat. What the fuck? I literally typed alarm. Okay, so let's move that down a bit. Just so we can keep all this nice and neat. Like so. Good. So now before every sound it's going to play the alarm. Oh, we'll do that as well. Yeah. Play sound 2D. I'll do warning. Alarm. Actually, you know what as well? We'll do our de-warp thing here. So this is where we're setting this visibility. Back to true. Okay, and we'll do spawn emitter location. And we'll do hit. And get location. I'll do a scale of 5 for now, just to see if that works out properly. Okay, that was a bit too big. 111. I think that's where it's supposed to go. Let's have a look. And then that can go into there instead. Okay. try 0.5, 0.5, and 1 on the Z.
Warning, proximity alert. Emergency warp disengage. Warning, hull temperature rising.
I was playing 4
Warning,
times.
thermal damage detected.
I dropped the warp out one. And try and figure out why. So playing the warning sound. Once. And then you should play once there. Play once there. Play once there. Do once.
Warning, proximity alert. Emergency warp disengage. Shields raised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, thermal damage detected. 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 Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields below 75%. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields below 75%. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, shield strength below 50%. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, shield strength below 25%. Warning, hull integrity critical. Shields down. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull integrity critical.
That's the stuff, so... Reset. No, fuck's sake. Custom event. Reset. Oh. And we can put that into there. Sweet. So, actually, as well, multiply that by 3. Right then.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage. Diverting power to engines. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields raised. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature rising. Shields below 75%. Warning.
Okay. So, let's do... So I think we want to grab all of this and make some room. We want to get a branch. We want to make sure that that is greater than 100, because we don't really want to be doing thermal damage to the player when the temperature is quite low. We'll do 100 there. So we're going to calculate the thermal load. And only if that's greater, we're going to apply the damage. If it's not, we're going to check again. Only this time we want to know if it's greater than 0. That greater than 0. If that's true, don't need the print string anymore. Gonna get a warning cold temperature. We'll hide it behind a do once. Okay, let's make a bit more room. Lower that down a bit. So if that's greater than 100, we're going to process as normal. If it's not, we're just going to do the warnings. And we'll delay 5. Loop that to the reset. Excellent. Right, so we're going to get a thermal level and multiply by 3.1. That's greater than 100. We're going to start applying damage. If it's not, then we're going to see if it's at least above 0. If it is, we're going to play the whole temperature warning, wait 5 seconds and check again. Okay, so let's see how that pans out.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage.
Okay, so
Diverting power to engines.
let's get up in its guts, put our shields on.
Raised. Warning, hull temperature rising. 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 Warning, hull temperature rising.
Okay, let's get another bit of a longer delay on that. So let's try 10. Is that above 0? Yes. We're gonna get this. move it along here. I'm going to duplicate it down. Okay. So that's true. Is it? This is all over the place. Straight into that. And you can go straight into that. Freeze up a little bit of real estate. Is it greater than 0? Yes. Is it greater than 75? Yes. And then that's where we'll put our new warning. So we'll get another warning for hull temperature approaching critical levels. Yeah, I think I just saw someone say, hey, hey. Just grabbing some sound effects. I'll be with you in a moment.
Warning, hull temperature approaching critical levels.
There we go. Sweet. So let's quickly grab this soundbite and export it. SFX warning hull temp critical. Okay. Right, hey, how you doing there, Thacker? You having a good day? It's okay, now my phone's going off as well. Go away from no one for hours and then everyone shows up at once. Right, SFX warning hull temp critical. Sweet. Yes, we do want to use that as a template. And then we want to change this one. So, what? Actually, we'll just do temp because that's probably gonna. There we go. Find it faster. Sweet. So we're gonna check our temperatures above critical levels. If it is, we're gonna start doing damage. If it's not, we're just gonna warn the player that their whole temperature's rising. So let's save that. In case Unreal pitches a fit when I try and demo it. Yeah. UI needs a bit of smartening up, but we can do that. So let's just head on over. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I've actually managed to make a lot of progress today compared to yesterday, although to be fair, yesterday I had been drinking pretty heavily while I was trying to write the code.
Proximity alert. Emergency warp disengage.
There we go. Let's get the power to the engines and get over there quick so we can get that temperature rising. And
warning.
There we go.
Temperature rising.
So now it should just keep repeating that until our whole temperature gets above 100.
Temperature rising.
And then it should tell us, like, oh, actually, I put the shields on. Get the shields up.
Raised.
That should help reduce.
Hull temperature rising.
There we go. Oh, now we're approaching 100 degrees. It's going to start doing damage.
Warning. Hull temperature approaching critical levels.
There we go.
Warning. Hull temperature rising. Warning. Thermal damage detected.
There we go. Our shields
warning.
and
hull
hull is
rising.
dropping like a stone. Look at that.
75%. Warning. Thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature rising.
Get the power to the shields.
Diverting power to shield strength below 50%. Warning, hull integrity compromised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, shield strength below 25%. Warning, hull integrity compromised.
Right, I
Warning,
think
hull temperature rising.
what I need to do is
Warning, hull integrity critical.
I need to add
Warning, hull
another
temperature
warning
rising.
for once it's above 100. Then it's gonna be like hull temperature critical. So if we go into the star, and this is our hull temperature rising, so we want to change that to hull temperature. No, actually, use a new soundbite for it. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits. So let's get rid of this. Quickly hit record and play.
Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits.
Sweet. So let's grab that. I don't know if these are like actual Star Trek computer alert phrases, but I'm just doing my best I can from memory. I haven't watched the show in years. Warning, hull beyond critical. Sweet. So now we can import that. Shift A. Oh, damn it. I keep getting my shortcuts mixed up between the games. So SFX, warning, hull temp beyond critical. There we go. Yes. Beyond critical. There we go. That should sort that. Okay. Now, the last thing we need to do is when we're applying the damage to the player is if we've got no shields and our hull integrity is less than 0, we're going to branch. And we're going to destroy the player. So let's get a reference to that. There we go. Sweet. And then we're gonna return. And if it's just false, return. Let's neaten that up a bit. There we go. So now, when we take enough damage, it will destroy us. So, we'll warp over there. Check out those changes. Ooh, that was a bit of a slingshot one then. That's good coffee. Oh, I need something a bit stronger in a bit.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage.
Okay, so shields
Shields
up,
raised, diverting
full power to the
shield.
shields.
Warning, hull temperature rising.
Now, how's this going to work out?
Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature approaching critical levels. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits.
There, sorted.
Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits.
So now we should be
Warning,
able to...
thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits. Warning, thermal damage detected. Hull temperature approaching critical levels.
Okay, so we want to stop doing that after we've overlapped. Okay, gotcha. So, what we should be, we're clearing and invalidating the timer. Oh no, we're invalidating that timer. Oh yes, not this one. And also, I need to, because I've changed the value on that, I need to change the value down here now. So, multiply float by 3.1. And then we want to clear and validate timer. And whack that down here, which will then stop all of this. Sweet, okay, so let's get back over there. Okay, proximity drop should occur soon.
Warning, proximity alert. Emergency warp disengage.
Let's get the engines up, get the shields up,
raised. Diverting
get
power
to the shields.
Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature approaching critical levels. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits. Warning, thermal damage detected.
Right, so
warning,
let's
hull
bank
temperature
away.
beyond critical limits. Warning, thermal damage detected.
And our temperature's dropping nice and quickly. Good. Okay, that's dropped to mine. So, we need to figure out if this is less than 0, we need to set it to 0. Also, we need So copy that node. Okay, hang on a minute. So less than 0. Branch. I'm going to do this before we do any of this. Less than 0. False. We'll do that. Which is going to be, let's break that pin. There we go. And that's going to go up there, across there, and then we're going to duplicate this whole thing. Another reference to the HUD. Move that along here a bit. And we're going to do the same thing with the format text. So let's move that down. Grab that. Plug it into there. I'll do the same with this, just make it a bit neater. Just make some reroutes so I can follow what I'm doing a bit easier. So we can update the text either way. If it's less than 0, if it's not less than 0, so if it's less than 0, no, then we're just going to set it to this. And if it is 0 or less than 0, we're going to make literal float and set it to 0. Job done. Let's add a few reroutes. Keep it nice and neat. As neat as I can. Okay. So we're going to multiply our thermal level by 3.1. Is that less than 0? Yes. Do that. No. Do this. Sweet. Right then. Let's get back over there and get us a temperature and check it out. So let's cruise on over. Almost finished my coffee. Pop over this shop and get me a little trinky booze, I think.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage.
There we go. Actually, full
Diverting
power to
power to
shields. Raise the shields.
Raised. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising.
Do a tactical warp.
Warning, hull temperature rising.
How can I do tactical warp? Oh, because my warp's still recharging, yeah.
Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature approaching critical levels. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits. Warning, thermal damage detected.
Now we can get out of here. Hull temperature's going back down. Temperature's back down to 0, so let's bring her about. Jump back in there. Just make sure everything resets and works normally.
Warning, proximity alert, emergency warp disengage. Diverting power to engines. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature rising. Warning, hull temperature approaching critical levels. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits. Tactical warp engage. Warning, thermal damage detected. Warning, hull temperature beyond critical limits. Warning, thermal damage detected.
Alright, let's try warping into it this time, instead of away from it.
Warning, hull temperature rising. Tactical warp engage. Warning, hull temperature rising.
Okay, pretty happy with that. There we go. Just going to move that back a bit so it's not conflicting too much with the branch. Okay, sweet. Wonder if it'd be a good idea to move that across to thermal damage. Right, that's fine. So we cool down, we heat up. Those, move them down, move this across, and across, and that up to there. Okay, there we go. Cool. That's the stuff of dreams. Right, okay. I think that's about all she wrote for what I want to do with the star, the thermal load. It's all set up now. I've got variables I can tweak to change the values and whatnot. So I'm going to pop over to the shop and get myself a nice little treat as a reward. So I hope anyone who did tune in and found it somewhat entertaining or interesting, and I might be back later.